her best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though, that's against a bro code. Headed to his home though, no we living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. It's chin in his face, from then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate the only woman that I claim. You risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain, you didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Go. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's finest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust them cause they not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures. Just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of, sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Going to 53.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Prescott. Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
First down marker at the 5. It's second and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Count. And count. We go 46.
Now Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. The 20. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Cowboys 9. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
They'll look to throw here on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Back to throw here. Back to Gibson, and another catch for it. Just a gain of a couple there, and it's second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay game.
And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0.
Buccaneers 14, Cowboys nothing. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bucs take over first down 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Now a dump off here complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Prescott on first down. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Cowboys at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. Yeah, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On second down, it's Pollard. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. First down, Prescott. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw on second and 10, Prescott. He's got Lamb near the sideline, making the catch. Touchdown, Cowboys! C.D. Lamb from 21 yards away. And the Cowboys are back within a couple of the lead. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
On first and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. They'll set up a throw. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. They'll get it inside the 20. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cade Otton. 58 yards as his guys are able to Boswell for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Cowboys 12. Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Yeah. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Going to run again here with Pollard. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott to throw it. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They'll look to throw here. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far. Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are 2 defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Yeah, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
46. Here we go, 46.
Now Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped him to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. He's got room past the 30. There he goes, left side. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game.
Cowboys 19. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
126 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Prescott. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. Off the play fake, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing it.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Marquise Bell.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
47. Hey, kill. Hey, kill. Here we go, 46.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Prescott. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Prescott now from the 50. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And this is back to a 5-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown. As there he goes, right side. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have cut it back within a score. Boswell good with the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And some room to roam now.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Man, 220 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A first down throw for Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's at the 30. 10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. That's caught, and he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Prescott off play action. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So third down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal.
There we go, kill. There we go, 47.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle, pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Gibson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They're going to look to throw. Martin brings it in over the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to the ground with Gibson. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So third down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Gibson again. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Back to throw here. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. They'll run left with Pollard. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Would it be Frank Cini? This is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Pitching it out to Gibson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros. That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Boswell's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
47. We're going to 54.
Here's Dak. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
47.
Now Dak. Eluding the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, you know, if they tied the game, they couldn't go any farther, they had too many injuries? I'm not sure what was going on there, but I'm with you. I'm stunned they didn't try and kick the field goal there.
So for the Bucs, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.
Somebody to hold me. Something done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. but I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been wearing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We could take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold. Hold me. They cannot hold me. Yeah. Slowly. Ain't no more taking it slowly. Yeah. Holy. You're dealing with something that's holy. Yeah. Hold me. I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know. Life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memories live on. Be strong, don't cry when I'm gone. This life is a path to infinity.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Put a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Full from all of the bass. My ace boom going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food, flowed and stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog.